Imagine a world where gods walked among humans, where heroes battled monsters, and where the threads of fate were woven by immortal hands. This is the enchanting realm of Greek mythology, a tapestry of stories that have echoed through centuries, captivating hearts and minds with their timeless wisdom and larger-than-life characters. Greek mythology isn't just a collection of tales, it's a mirror reflecting the deepest fears, aspirations, and emotions of ancient Greeks. Like a mighty river flowing through time, it has nourished the roots of literature, art, and culture across civilizations. To truly grasp its significance, we must journey back to the dawn of storytelling itself. In the beginning, there was chaos, a formless void from which emerged Gaia, the earth, and Uranus, the sky. From their union came the Titans, powerful beings who ruled the cosmos until their overthrow by Zeus and the Olympian gods. These gods, Zeus, Hera, Athena, Apollo, and others, became the central figures of Greek mythology, each possessing unique powers and personalities that shaped the world and its inhabitants. At the heart of these myths are the stories of heroes like Hercules, Achilles, and Odysseus, mortal men and women whose courage and tenacity inspired generations. These heroes faced impossible challenges, battling fearsome beasts, navigating treacherous seas, and confronting their own flaws and vulnerabilities. Through their trials, they taught us about the strength of the human spirit and the importance of perseverance in the face of adversity. But Greek mythology is not just about gods and heroes, it's a reflection of the human experience itself. It delves into the complexities of love and jealousy through tales of Aphrodite and Hephaestus, explores the consequences of hubris in the tragic stories of Icarus and Narcissus, and offers cautionary lessons about the dangers of greed and ambition in the myths of King Midas and Prometheus. What makes these stories truly timeless is their ability to resonate with our own lives. They speak to universal themes of love, betrayal, sacrifice, and redemption, themes that transcend time and culture. Whether we're reading about the epic adventures of Perseus or the tragic fate of Orpheus and Eurydice, we can't help but see ourselves reflected in these ancient narratives. Greek mythology also serves as a moral compass, offering guidance on how to navigate the complexities of the human condition. The story of Pandora's box warns us of the consequences of curiosity and impulse, while the myth of the Trojan War reminds us of the devastating impact of pride and arrogance. By examining these myths, we gain insight into our own strengths and weaknesses, allowing us to grow as individuals and as members of society. Beyond their moral lessons, Greek myths have had a profound influence on the arts and sciences. From Homer's epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey, to the timeless tragedies of Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides, these stories have inspired some of the greatest works of literature and drama in history. In art, they have been depicted in countless sculptures, paintings, and mosaics, immortalizing their characters and themes for future generations. Even today, Greek mythology continues to captivate and inspire. It has become a source of creativity and imagination in literature, film, and popular culture. From J.K. Rowling's use of mythical creatures in the Harry Potter series to the epic battles of gods and titans in movies like Clash of the Titans, these stories have found new life in modern interpretations, resonating with audiences around the world. In essence, Greek mythology is more than just a collection of ancient stories, it is a testament to the power of storytelling itself. It reminds us of our shared humanity, our capacity for greatness and folly alike, and the enduring quest for meaning and understanding in our lives. As we continue to explore its rich tapestry of myths and legends, we uncover not only the secrets of the past, but also the timeless truths that connect us all. In the enchanted realm of Greek mythology, where gods reign supreme and heroes walk among mortals, mythical creatures lurk in the shadows, weaving tales of wonder and terror. These creatures are more than just beasts, they embody the primal forces of nature and the deepest fears of humanity, each with a role to play in shaping the epic narratives that define ancient Greek lore. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a dense forest, where the air is thick with magic and the whispers of unseen beings. Here, you might encounter the mighty centaur, a creature with the upper body of a human and the lower body of a horse. Known for their strength and wisdom, centaurs often serve as guides and mentors to heroes on their quests, imparting ancient knowledge and testing their mettle in battle. But not all creatures in Greek mythology are benevolent. Imagine a dark cave, deep within the earth, where the fearsome chimera lies in wait. This monstrous beast combines the features of a lion, a goat, and a serpent, breathing fire and spreading terror wherever it roams. Heroes like Bellerophon and later, Hercules, faced the chimera as a test of their courage and prowess, proving their worthiness through epic battles that echo through the ages. Beyond the forests and caves, the vast seas of Greek mythology teem with creatures both wondrous and treacherous. Picture the graceful sirens, whose haunting melodies lure sailors to their doom with promises of beauty and ecstasy. These enchanting beings embody the dangers of temptation and desire, their songs a siren call that tests the resolve of even the bravest heroes like Odysseus, who must navigate their deadly allure to reach his homeland. In the depths of the ocean, where Poseidon rules with a trident of power, dwell creatures of immense power and mystery. The Kraken, a colossal sea monster with tentacles that can drag ships to the abyss, embodies the primal forces of chaos and destruction. Its role in mythology serves as a reminder of the untamed forces of nature and the hubris of those who dare to challenge the gods' dominion over the seas. Yet not all creatures in Greek mythology are adversaries. Picture the phoenix, a magnificent bird of flame and rebirth, whose life cycle symbolizes renewal and transformation. When the phoenix reaches the end of its long life, it immolates itself in a blaze of glory, only to rise from its own ashes, renewed and radiant. This mythical creature embodies the eternal cycle of life and death, offering hope and inspiration to those who face adversity. In the celestial realm above, where the gods and goddesses of Olympus dwell, mythical creatures serve as guardians and companions to the divine. Imagine the majestic Pegasus, a winged horse born from the blood of the slain Gorgon, Medusa. With its ability to soar through the heavens, Pegasus carries heroes like Bellerophon and Perseus on their quests, bridging the gap between mortal and immortal realms with grace and power. Each of these mythical creatures plays a pivotal role in the tapestry of Greek mythology, weaving together themes of courage, wisdom, and the eternal struggle between chaos and order. They embody the essence of the natural world and the human psyche, reflecting our deepest fears and aspirations through their fantastical forms and timeless tales. Through these creatures, we confront our own fears of the unknown and the unknowable, finding courage and inspiration in their mythical journeys. Whether they are allies or adversaries, guides or guardians, each creature leaves an indelible mark on the heroes who encounter them, shaping their destinies and teaching valuable lessons about bravery, humility, and the enduring power of the human spirit. As we delve deeper into the world of Greek mythology, we uncover not only the stories of gods and heroes, but also the rich tapestry of mythical creatures that populate this ancient landscape. They remind us of our connection to the natural world and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding, offering a glimpse into the boundless imagination and timeless wisdom of the ancient Greeks. In the end, these creatures are more than just figments of imagination. They are embodiments of the human experience itself, reflecting our fears, desires, and dreams in their fantastical forms. Through their stories, we discover a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, finding beauty and wonder in the myths that continue to captivate and inspire across generations. Long ago, in the mystical realm of Greek mythology, where gods and monsters clashed amidst the heavens and the earth, there arose a creature of darkness and dread. This creature, known as the Hydra, was no ordinary beast. It was born from the primordial chaos, a harbinger of doom and a test of heroism unlike any other. Imagine a time when the world was young, and the air crackled with the energy of creation. In some versions of the myth, the Hydra emerged from the depths of the underworld itself, a spawn of the ancient serpent Typhon and the monstrous serpent woman Echidna. Typhon, with his 100 dragon heads and fiery breath, sired the Hydra as a symbol of his wrath and defiance against the Olympian gods who ruled from their celestial throne. But the Hydra's origins are shrouded in more than just darkness and malevolence. Picture another version of the tale, where the Hydra's birth is intertwined with the whims of the gods themselves. Hera, queen of the gods and wife of Zeus, harbored a deep-seated resentment towards Hercules, the mighty hero beloved by Zeus. In a fit of jealousy and rage, Hera conspired with the primordial forces of chaos to create a creature that would test Hercules' courage and strength to their limits. In this version, the Hydra is not just a physical manifestation of Typhon's fury, but a living embodiment of Hera's vengeance, a creature with 9 heads, each more deadly than the last, and a venomous breath that could turn even the bravest warrior to stone. Its very existence becomes a challenge to the heroism and virtue that Hercules embodies, a trial by fire that will determine the hero's place among the legends of Greece. As the Hydra slithers into the hearts of mortals and gods alike, its presence casts a shadow over the land, invoking fear and awe in equal measure. In yet another variation of the myth, the Hydra's origins are tied to the ancient waters of Lerna, a swampy marshland where the creature made its lair. Here, amidst the fetid pools and twisting vines, the Hydra guarded a mystical spring said to grant immortality to those who dared to drink from its waters. Legend has it that the Hydra's venomous breath tainted the very essence of the spring, turning its life-giving waters into a curse that corrupted all who sought its power. This version of the myth underscores the Hydra's role not only as a guardian of ancient secrets, but also as a symbol of the dangers that lurk within the depths of the human soul. Its origins are entwined with the eternal struggle between life and death, creation and destruction, as mortals and gods alike vie for control over forces beyond their comprehension. But perhaps the most haunting version of the Hydra's origin is the one that speaks of its insatiable hunger for destruction and chaos. In this tale, the Hydra is not merely a creature of flesh and blood, but a manifestation of the darker impulses that dwell within every mortal heart. It is born not from the union of gods or the depths of the underworld, but from the collective fears and desires of humanity itself, a reflection of our own capacity for cruelty and violence. As the Hydra's legend grows, so too does its impact on the world of Greek mythology. Heroes like Hercules, Jason, and even the goddess Athena herself are drawn into epic battles against this fearsome creature, each confrontation revealing new layers of its power and menace. With each head that is severed, 2 more grow in its place, a testament to the Hydra's resilience and the indomitable spirit of the heroes who dare to challenge it. In the end, the Hydra's origins are more than just a myth. They are a mirror reflecting the complexities of human nature and the eternal struggle between light and darkness, good and evil. Through its many iterations and interpretations, the Hydra continues to captivate and terrify, reminding us of the timeless truths that lie at the heart of Greek mythology. As we delve deeper into its mysteries, we uncover not only the origins of a legendary creature, but also the enduring power of storytelling itself, a power that transcends time and culture, weaving together the threads of past and present into a tapestry of myth and legend. In the twilight of ancient Greece, where gods ruled from their lofty perch atop Mount Olympus and heroes strode across the land, there lurked a creature of nightmares and legend. A beast whose very name struck fear into the hearts of mortals and immortals alike. This creature was the Hydra, a monstrous serpent with 9 heads, each more deadly than the last, and a venomous breath that could turn heroes into statues of stone. Imagine the hero Hercules, clad in the lionskin of Nemea and wielding his mighty club, facing the Hydra in a battle that would test his strength and courage to their limits. This was Hercules' second labor, a task set upon him by King Eurystheus in penance for his sins. Little did Hercules know that this encounter would mark the beginning of a legendary saga, one that would immortalize both hero and monster in the annals of Greek mythology. The Hydra's first appearance in myth is intertwined with the story of Hercules and his 12 labors, a series of seemingly impossible tasks that would prove his worthiness among the greatest heroes of Greece. According to legend, the Hydra made its lair in the marshes of Lerna, a cursed land where its venomous breath tainted the very air. Protected by its regenerative abilities, where severing one head would result in 2 more growing in its place, the Hydra posed a formidable challenge to any who dared to confront it. But Hercules was not alone in his quest. With the aid of his nephew Iolaus, who cauterized each neck stump with a torch to prevent new heads from sprouting, Hercules managed to defeat the Hydra, severing its heads one by one until only the immortal central head remained. This head he buried deep beneath a heavy rock, sealing the creature's fate and claiming victory in his labor. Yet the Hydra's legacy did not end with Hercules' triumph. Throughout the ages, the Hydra continued to appear in various myths and tales, each encounter revealing new facets of its power and menace. Picture the hero Jason and his Argonauts, who faced the Hydra as they sought the Golden Fleece, a quest that would test their unity and resolve in the face of overwhelming odds. Or imagine the goddess Athena, who used the Hydra's poisonous blood to coat the arrows of Hercules' enemy, the centaur Nessus, leading to his tragic demise. In each myth, the Hydra serves as more than just a monstrous adversary. It embodies the trials and tribulations faced by heroes in their quests for glory and redemption. Its presence is a reminder of the dangers that lurk beneath the surface of the world, where darkness and chaos threaten to overwhelm the forces of light and order. Through its many appearances, the Hydra becomes a symbol of resilience and perseverance, a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who dare to challenge fate itself. But the Hydra's influence extends beyond the realm of heroes and gods. Imagine its appearance in the tragic tale of Alcestis, who sacrificed herself to save her husband Admetus from death, only to be brought back to life by Hercules' intervention. The Hydra's venomous blood, used as a weapon against the heroes of Greece, serves as a reminder of the price of ambition and the consequences of seeking power at any cost. In later interpretations of Greek mythology, the Hydra continues to captivate and terrify, appearing in literature, art, and popular culture as a symbol of the eternal struggle between good and evil. Its 9 heads represent the multifaceted nature of human conflict, where every victory brings new challenges and every defeat threatens to unravel the fabric of existence itself. As we reflect on the Hydra's appearances in various myths, we uncover not only the depths of its power and menace, but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through its tales of heroism and tragedy, triumph and defeat, the Hydra reminds us of the timeless truths that lie at the heart of human experience. It is a creature of myth and legend, woven into the fabric of history and culture, whose story continues to resonate with audiences around the world. In the end, the Hydra is more than just a monster. It is a symbol of the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity and find strength in the face of darkness. Its appearances in myths serve as a testament to the power of storytelling to inspire, provoke, and captivate, reminding us of the enduring power of myth and the timeless lessons it imparts to those who dare to listen. In the ancient days of Greece, when the world was young and the gods still walked among mortals, there arose a creature born of darkness and chaos, a creature whose very existence would test the courage of heroes and the will of gods. This creature was the Hydra, a serpent of 9 heads, each more fearsome than the last, and a venomous breath that could bring even the bravest warrior to his knees. Imagine a time when the earth trembled with the fury of Typhon, the monstrous serpent of the underworld, and Echidna, the half-woman, half-serpent mother of monsters. From their union emerged a brood of creatures that would haunt the dreams of mortals for generations to come. Among these creatures was the Hydra, born in the fetid swamps of Lerna, a cursed land where the boundary between the living and the dead grew thin. Legend has it that the Hydra's birth was not a moment of joy or celebration, but a harbinger of doom. Its 9 heads writhed and hissed in the darkness, each one hungry for blood and destruction. Its skin was as tough as iron, impervious to mortal weapons, and its eyes glowed with a malevolent intelligence that belied its bestial form. In some versions of the myth, the Hydra's birth is a tale of vengeance and betrayal. Picture the goddess Hera, whose jealousy and wrath knew no bounds, conspiring with the forces of chaos to create a creature that would strike fear into the hearts of heroes and challenge the power of her husband Zeus. Hera's fury was fueled by the knowledge that Zeus had sired many children with mortal women, and she sought to punish him by unleashing a creature that could not be vanquished by mortal hands alone. But the Hydra's origins are shrouded in more than just darkness and malice. Picture another version of the tale, where the Hydra's birth is tied to the primordial forces of creation and destruction. According to legend, the Hydra was born from the blood of Typhon himself, a serpent so vast and powerful that even Zeus, king of the gods, trembled at his approach. When Zeus finally defeated Typhon and cast him into the depths of Tartarus, the blood that spilled from the serpent's wounds gave rise to a host of monstrous creatures, including the Hydra. In this version of the myth, the Hydra is not merely a physical manifestation of Typhon's rage, but a living embodiment of the chaos and unpredictability of the natural world. Its 9 heads symbolize the multifaceted nature of existence, where every action has multiple consequences and every victory comes with a price. Yet the Hydra's birth is more than just a moment of creation. It is a catalyst for the epic struggles that define Greek mythology. Imagine the hero Hercules, tasked with defeating the Hydra as part of his 12 labors, a series of seemingly impossible tasks imposed upon him by King Eurystheus. Each head of the Hydra represents a new challenge for Hercules, testing his strength, cunning, and courage to their limits. In one version of the myth, Hercules confronts the Hydra armed with his trusty club and the aid of his nephew Iolaus. As Hercules severs one head, 2 more grow in its place, a testament to the Hydra's regenerative powers and the hero's determination to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. With each head that is cut off, Hercules must battle not only the physical threat of the Hydra, but also the darkness that threatens to consume him from within. In another version of the tale, Hercules faces the Hydra alone, armed with nothing but his bare hands and the strength of his indomitable spirit. As he grapples with the serpent's coils and dodges its deadly breath, Hercules discovers a newfound respect for the creature's tenacity and resilience. In the end, it is not just Hercules' physical prowess that secures victory, but his ability to confront his own fears and doubts, a testament to the hero's journey of self-discovery and redemption. Throughout the ages, the Hydra's birth has served as a cautionary tale and a symbol of the challenges that await those who dare to challenge fate itself. Its presence in Greek mythology reminds us of the fragile balance between order and chaos, creation and destruction, as heroes and gods alike strive to carve out their destinies amidst the ever-shifting sands of time. As we reflect on the Hydra's origins, we uncover not only the depths of its power and menace, but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through its tales of heroism and tragedy, triumph and defeat, the Hydra reminds us of the timeless truths that lie at the heart of human experience. It is a creature of myth and legend, woven into the fabric of history and culture, whose story continues to resonate with audiences around the world. In the end, the Hydra's birth is more than just a myth. It is a reflection of our own fears and aspirations, our capacity for both darkness and light. Its 9 heads symbolize the challenges we face in our own lives, each one a reminder of the strength and resilience that lie within us all. In the ancient mists of Greek mythology, where gods and monsters roamed the earth and the heavens, there existed a lineage steeped in darkness and power, a lineage from which emerged one of the most fearsome creatures known to mortals. This creature was the Hydra, a serpent of 9 heads with venomous breath and a regenerative ability that defied mortal understanding. Imagine a time when the world trembled at the fury of Typhon, the monstrous serpent born of the primordial chaos, and Echidna, the half-woman, half-serpent mother of monsters. From their union sprang forth a brood of creatures that would terrorize the land for generations to come. Among them was the Hydra, born in the fetid swamps of Lerna, a cursed realm where the boundary between the living and the dead grew thin. Legend has it that Typhon and Echidna, in their boundless fury and desire to defy the gods of Olympus, sought to create a creature that would embody their wrath and terrorize the mortal realm. The Hydra, with its 9 heads and venomous bite, became the physical manifestation of their darkest desires, a creature born not only of flesh and blood but of the primordial forces that shaped the cosmos itself. In some versions of the myth, the Hydra's parentage is a tale of vengeance and betrayal. Picture the goddess Hera, whose jealousy and wrath knew no bounds, conspiring with Typhon and Echidna to create a creature that would strike fear into the hearts of heroes and challenge the power of her husband Zeus. Hera's fury was fueled by the knowledge that Zeus had sired many children with mortal women, and she sought to punish him by unleashing a creature that could not be vanquished by mortal hands alone. But the Hydra's origins are shrouded in more than just darkness and malice. Picture another version of the tale, where the Hydra's parentage is tied to the eternal struggle between chaos and order. According to legend, Typhon and Echidna sought to create a creature that would embody the chaotic forces of the natural world, a serpent with the power to regenerate itself and defy the laws of mortality. In this version of the myth, the Hydra is not merely a physical manifestation of Typhon and Echidna's rage, but a living embodiment of the primordial forces that shape the cosmos. Its 9 heads symbolize the multifaceted nature of existence, where every action has multiple consequences and every victory comes with a price. Yet the Hydra's parentage is more than just a moment of creation, it is a catalyst for the epic struggles that define Greek mythology. Imagine the hero Hercules, tasked with defeating the Hydra as part of his 12 labors, a series of seemingly impossible tasks imposed upon him by King Eurystheus. Each head of the Hydra represents a new challenge for Hercules, testing his strength, cunning, and courage to their limits. In one version of the myth, Hercules confronts the Hydra armed with his trusty club and the aid of his nephew Iolaus. As Hercules severs one head, 2 more grow in its place, a testament to the Hydra's regenerative powers and the hero's determination to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. With each head that is cut off, Hercules must battle not only the physical threat of the Hydra, but also the darkness that threatens to consume him from within. In another version of the tale, Hercules faces the Hydra alone, armed with nothing but his bare hands and the strength of his indomitable spirit. As he grapples with the serpent's coils and dodges its deadly breath, Hercules discovers a newfound respect for the creature's tenacity and resilience. In the end, it is not just Hercules' physical prowess that secures victory, but his ability to confront his own fears and doubts, a testament to the hero's journey of self-discovery and redemption. Throughout the ages, the Hydra's parentage has served as a cautionary tale and a symbol of the challenges that await those who dare to challenge fate itself. Its presence in Greek mythology reminds us of the fragile balance between order and chaos, creation and destruction, as heroes and gods alike strive to carve out their destinies amidst the ever-shifting sands of time. As we reflect on the Hydra's parentage, we uncover not only the depths of its power and menace, but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through its tales of heroism and tragedy, triumph and defeat, the Hydra reminds us of the timeless truths that lie at the heart of human experience. It is a creature of myth and legend, woven into the fabric of history and culture, whose story continues to resonate with audiences around the world. In the end, the Hydra's parentage is more than just a myth, it is a reflection of our own fears and aspirations, our capacity for both darkness and light. Its 9 heads symbolize the challenges we face in our own lives, each one a reminder of the strength and resilience that lie within us all. In the ancient tapestry of Greek mythology, where heroes clashed with monsters and gods reigned over mortals, there existed a creature of unfathomable terror and awe, a creature whose very appearance struck fear into the hearts of all who beheld it. This creature was the Hydra, a serpent of 9 heads, each more fearsome than the last, and a venomous breath that could wilt the bravest soul. Imagine standing on the shores of Lerna, a murky swamp where the Hydra made its lair. The air is thick with the scent of decay and the distant echoes of creatures lurking in the shadows. As you gaze into the depths of the marsh, you catch a glimpse of movement, a serpentine form slithering through the waters, its 9 heads raised in silent menace. Each head of the Hydra is unique, with eyes that gleam like embers in the darkness and jaws that drip with a lethal poison. These heads move independently, snapping and hissing as they search for prey. Some say that each head represents a different aspect of the creature's malevolent nature, a reflection of the chaos and discord that birthed it into existence. But it is not just the Hydra's heads that inspire fear. Picture its serpentine body, coiled like a serpent of unimaginable size, its scales gleaming with a sickly hue. As the creature moves, its body undulates with a sinuous grace that belies its deadly intent. With each flick of its tail, the Hydra commands the waters of Lerna, a master of its domain and a harbinger of doom to those who dare to challenge it. The Hydra's appearance is a testament to the ancient forces that shaped its existence. Legends whisper of its birth from the blood of Typhon, the monstrous serpent of the underworld, and Echidna, the mother of monsters. From their union emerged a creature of darkness and chaos, whose very presence defied mortal comprehension. In some versions of the myth, the Hydra's appearance is a reflection of its parentage, a blend of serpent and dragon, with scales that shimmer like molten gold and eyes that burn with an otherworldly fire. Its 9 heads twist and writhe in a macabre dance, their fangs gleaming in the dim light of the marshes. But it is the Hydra's poisonous breath that truly sets it apart from all other creatures of myth and legend. Imagine standing before the creature as it exhales, a noxious cloud of venom that chokes the air and burns the flesh. This venom is more than just a weapon. It is a symbol of the Hydra's malevolence, a reminder of the danger that lurks within its every breath. Heroes like Hercules and Jason faced the Hydra in battle, armed with weapons forged by the gods themselves. Yet even they trembled before the creature's terrible visage, knowing that each head they severed would only be replaced by two more. The Hydra's regenerative abilities made it a foe unlike any other, a testament to the ancient forces that shaped its existence and the resilience that defined its nature. As the Hydra's legend grew, so too did its influence on the world of Greek mythology. Artists and storytellers alike sought to capture its fearsome appearance in paintings and poems, each interpretation adding new layers of terror and wonder to its tale. From the marble halls of Athens to the humble villages of Greece, the Hydra's image became a symbol of the eternal struggle between heroism and monstrosity. In the end, the Hydra's appearance is more than just a physical description. It is a reflection of the fears and aspirations that define the human experience. Its 9 heads symbolize the challenges we face in our own lives, each one a reminder of the strength and resilience that lie within us all. Through its fearsome visage and deadly breath, the Hydra continues to captivate and terrify, reminding us of the timeless truths that lie at the heart of Greek mythology and the enduring power of storytelling itself. In the ancient annals of Greek mythology, amidst the clash of titans and the triumphs of heroes, there existed a creature whose very existence defied the laws of nature, a creature whose regenerative powers struck fear into the hearts of mortals and immortals alike. This creature was the Hydra, a serpent of 9 heads, each more deadly than the last, and a body that seemed to defy death itself. Imagine a time when the marshes of Lerna echoed with the slithering of scales and the hissing of a creature born from the darkest depths of the underworld. The Hydra's lair was a place of dread and mystery, where the boundaries between life and death blurred and the air was thick with the scent of decay. As you approach, you catch sight of the Hydra, a monstrous serpent with eyes that gleam like polished obsidian and jaws that drip with venom. Each head of the Hydra is a marvel of nature, capable of independent movement and thought. These heads snap and lunge at anything that comes too close, their fangs poised to inject a deadly poison that can bring even the mightiest hero to his knees. But it is not just the Hydra's heads that inspire fear, it is their ability to regenerate, to grow back anew after being severed by mortal hands. In the myths of ancient Greece, the Hydra's regenerative abilities are legendary. Picture the hero Hercules, tasked with slaying the Hydra as part of his 12 labors, a series of seemingly impossible tasks imposed upon him by King Eurystheus. Armed with his trusty club and the aid of his nephew Iolaus, Hercules confronts the Hydra in its marshy lair, ready to prove his worthiness among the greatest heroes of Greece. With each head that Hercules severs, 2 more grow in its place, a testament to the Hydra's resilience and the hero's determination. The battle is fierce and relentless, with the creature's head snapping and hissing in fury. Yet Hercules presses on, driven by the knowledge that the Hydra's defeat is not just a task but a trial of his courage and strength. As the battle rages on, the Hydra's regenerative powers become increasingly apparent. Its heads sprout anew from the stumps left by Hercules' blows, each head more ferocious than the last. It is a cycle of destruction and rebirth, where victory seems fleeting and the creature's immortality looms large. But it is not just Hercules who faces the Hydra's wrath. Imagine other heroes of Greek mythology, like Jason and the Argonauts, who encountered the Hydra in their quest for the Golden Fleece. The creature's regenerative abilities posed a formidable challenge to their unity and resolve, testing their bonds as comrades and their courage as warriors. In some versions of the myth, the Hydra's regenerative powers are linked to its parentage, the offspring of Typhon, the monstrous serpent of the underworld, and Echidna, the mother of monsters. From their union emerged a creature of darkness and chaos, whose very existence defied mortal comprehension. Its regenerative abilities were a reflection of its divine lineage, a testament to the ancient forces that shaped its existence and the resilience that defined its nature. Yet the Hydra's immortality was not without its consequences. In the tales of Greek mythology, the creature's regenerative powers were both a blessing and a curse, a symbol of its eternal struggle against the forces of creation and destruction. Its head symbolized the multifaceted nature of existence, where every victory brought new challenges and every defeat threatened to unravel the fabric of reality itself. As we reflect on the Hydra's regenerative abilities, we uncover not only the depths of its power and menace, but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through its tales of heroism and tragedy, triumph and defeat, the Hydra reminds us of the timeless truths that lie at the heart of human experience. It is a creature of myth and legend, woven into the fabric of history and culture, whose story continues to resonate with audiences around the world. In the end, the Hydra's regenerative abilities are more than just a myth. They are a reflection of our own fears and aspirations, our capacity for both darkness and light. Its 9 heads symbolize the challenges we face in our own lives, each one a reminder of the strength and resilience that lie within us all. Through its fearsome visage and deadly breath, the Hydra continues to captivate and terrify, reminding us of the eternal struggle between heroism and monstrosity, courage and fear. In the ancient world of Greek mythology, where heroes sought glory and monsters lurked in the shadows, there existed a creature whose very breath carried a deadly poison, a creature whose venomous nature struck fear into the hearts of all who crossed its path. This creature was the Hydra, a serpent of 9 heads, each dripping with a lethal toxin that could bring even the bravest warrior to his knees. Imagine standing before the Hydra, its 9 heads raised in silent menace, eyes gleaming with a malevolent light. The air around you is heavy with the scent of decay and danger, a warning of the peril that lurks within this monstrous serpent. As you watch, one of the heads lowers, its jaws gaping open to reveal fangs coated in a venom that burns like fire. The Hydra's poison is not like any other. It is a substance born of darkness and chaos, a venom that defies mortal understanding. When the creature strikes, its fangs inject a toxin that spreads through the victim's veins like wildfire, searing flesh and bone with unbearable agony. The pain is immediate and overwhelming, a testament to the Hydra's malevolence and the potency of its venom. In the myths of ancient Greece, heroes like Hercules faced the Hydra in battle, armed with weapons forged by the gods themselves. Yet even the mightiest hero was not immune to the creature's poison. Imagine Hercules as he confronts the Hydra, his muscles straining with exertion as he swings his club with all his might. With each blow, a head is severed, but with each head that falls, 2 more grow in its place, fueled by the creature's regenerative powers. As Hercules fights on, the Hydra's poison begins to take its toll. The hero feels a burning sensation in his limbs, a creeping numbness that threatens to paralyze him. His vision blurs, and every breath becomes a struggle as the venom courses through his veins. Yet still, Hercules presses on, driven by a determination to prove his worthiness among the greatest heroes of Greece. The Hydra's poison is not just a physical threat, it is a symbol of the creature's malevolent nature and the darkness that spawned it. In some versions of the myth, the Hydra's venom is said to have been imbued with the power of its parentage, the offspring of Typhon, the monstrous serpent of the underworld, and Echidna, the mother of monsters. From their union emerged a creature whose very essence was steeped in chaos and discord, a venomous embodiment of their darkest desires. But it is not just heroes who fall victim to the Hydra's poison. Imagine innocent villagers whose homes lie near the creature's lair, their lives overshadowed by the constant threat of its venomous wrath. When the Hydra strikes, it leaves devastation in its wake, a trail of bodies racked with pain and suffering, a grim reminder of the creature's insatiable hunger and unstoppable fury. In the tales of Greek mythology, the Hydra's poison serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows and the fragility of mortal life. It is a testament to the ancient forces that shaped the cosmos and the eternal struggle between order and chaos, creation and destruction. As we reflect on the Hydra's poisonous nature, we uncover not only the depths of its power and menace, but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through its tales of heroism and tragedy, triumph and defeat, the Hydra reminds us of the timeless truths that lie at the heart of human experience. It is a creature of myth and legend, woven into the fabric of history and culture, whose story continues to resonate with audiences around the world. In the end, the Hydra's poison is more than just a myth. It is a reflection of our own fears and aspirations, our capacity for both darkness and light. Its venomous bite symbolizes the challenges we face in our own lives, each one a reminder of the strength and resilience that lie within us all. Through its deadly breath and malevolent gaze, the Hydra continues to captivate and terrify, reminding us of the eternal struggle between heroism and monstrosity, courage and fear. In the ancient tapestry of Greek mythology, amidst the heroic feats and divine trials, there exists a tale that resonates with courage, perseverance, and the eternal struggle between mortal valor and monstrous terror. This is the tale of Hercules and his second labor, to confront and conquer the Hydra, a creature of 9 heads and venomous breath that haunted the marshes of Lerna. Imagine the hero Hercules, known for his immense strength and unwavering determination, standing before the daunting challenge laid out before him by King Eurystheus. The task was clear: to slay the Hydra and bring back proof of his triumph. For Hercules, this was not just a labor imposed upon him, it was a test of his valor and a chance to prove himself among the greatest heroes of Greece. As Hercules journeyed to the marshes of Lerna, the air grew heavy with the scent of decay and danger. The land itself seemed to tremble under the weight of the Hydra's presence, its lair a place where the boundary between life and death blurred. The hero's heart pounded with anticipation, knowing that he faced a foe unlike any he had encountered before, a creature born of darkness and chaos, with heads that multiplied with each blow. The battle began with a clash of titans. Imagine Hercules, armed with his mighty club and clad in the lion's skin that marked his status as a hero, confronting the Hydra in its murky domain. The creature's heads lunged and snapped, their fangs dripping with a venom that could fell even the strongest warrior. With each strike of Hercules' club, a head was severed, but to his dismay, 2 more grew in its place, fueled by the Hydra's regenerative powers. The hero's resolve was tested as never before. Imagine the heat of battle, the roar of the Hydra's heads as they struck with deadly precision. Hercules fought with a fury born of desperation, knowing that failure was not an option. The Hydra's poison began to take its toll, seeping into his veins and sapping his strength. Yet still, Hercules pressed on, driven by a determination to overcome the seemingly insurmountable odds. In the midst of battle, Hercules' nephew Iolaus provided invaluable aid. Picture Iolaus, quick-witted and brave, using a burning torch to cauterize each stump where Hercules had severed a head. This cunning strategy prevented new heads from sprouting and allowed Hercules to gain the upper hand in the struggle. With each severed head, Iolaus' torch seared the Hydra's flesh, creating a battlefield illuminated by flickering flames and echoing with the cries of triumph and agony. The battle raged on, testing the limits of Hercules' endurance and courage. Imagine the hero's final blow, a strike fueled by sheer determination and the will to triumph over adversity. With a mighty swing of his club, Hercules delivered a fatal blow to the Hydra's central head, severing it from its monstrous body and ending the creature's reign of terror once and for all. But the hero's victory came at a cost. As Hercules stood triumphant over the Hydra's lifeless form, he felt the sting of the creature's venom coursing through his veins. The poison burned like fire, threatening to overwhelm him with pain and exhaustion. Yet despite his wounds, Hercules emerged victorious, his spirit undaunted by the trials he had faced and the sacrifices he had made. In the aftermath of the battle, Hercules returned to King Eurystheus, presenting him with proof of his triumph, the Hydra's lifeless carcass and the tale of his heroic struggle. The king, impressed and yet wary of the hero's growing fame, set forth new challenges for Hercules to face in the days to come. As we reflect on Hercules' second labor, we uncover not only the depths of his courage and strength, but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through tales of heroism and triumph, the story of Hercules and the Hydra reminds us of the timeless truths that lie at the heart of human experience, the struggle between light and darkness, courage and fear, and the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome even the greatest of challenges. In the end, Hercules' victory over the Hydra is more than just a myth, it is a testament to the indomitable will of heroes and the enduring power of storytelling itself. Through its tales of valor and sacrifice, triumph and defeat, the myth of Hercules and the Hydra continues to captivate and inspire audiences around the world, reminding us of the eternal struggle between mortal valor and monstrous terror. In the annals of ancient Greece, amidst the tales of gods and heroes, there exists a story that epitomizes courage, resilience, and the unwavering spirit of a hero facing insurmountable odds. This is the story of Hercules and his epic battle against the Hydra of Lerna, a creature of 9 heads and venomous breath that tested the limits of mortal bravery and ingenuity. Imagine the hero Hercules, his reputation preceding him as he stood before King Eurystheus, tasked with his second labor, to confront and slay the Hydra. The king's command echoed through the halls of the palace, a challenge that would define Hercules' legacy among the greatest heroes of Greece. With resolve burning in his heart, Hercules set forth on his journey to the marshes of Lerna, where the Hydra awaited with its serpentine form and deadly heads. As Hercules approached the Hydra's lair, the air grew thick with anticipation and danger. The marshlands whispered with the echoes of unseen creatures, a testament to the primal nature of the beast that lay ahead. Hercules gripped his club tightly, a weapon forged by Hephaestus himself, and scanned the horizon for any sign of the creature that had terrorized the land. The first challenge presented itself as Hercules confronted the Hydra, a creature whose heads multiplied with each strike, regenerating faster than they could be severed. Imagine the hero's initial strategy, swinging his mighty club with all his strength, aiming to decapitate the Hydra's heads one by one. With each blow, a head fell to the ground, only to sprout anew with renewed vigor. The Hydra's heads hissed and snapped, their venomous jaws threatening to overwhelm Hercules with their lethal poison. Faced with the Hydra's relentless regeneration, Hercules devised a cunning strategy, a testament to his wit and resourcefulness in the face of impossible odds. Picture Hercules' nephew, Iolaus, by his side, holding a blazing torch. As Hercules severed each head, Iolaus cauterized the stumps with fire, preventing new heads from sprouting. This strategic alliance between uncle and nephew turned the tide of battle, creating a brief respite from the Hydra's onslaught and allowing Hercules to gain ground against the monstrous serpent. Yet the challenges did not end there. Imagine the physical toll on Hercules as the battle wore on, the strain of swinging his club, the searing pain of the Hydra's venom as it burned through his veins. With each moment, Hercules fought not only against the creature but also against the limitations of mortal flesh. His muscles screamed with exertion, his lungs burned with each labored breath, yet still, he pressed forward with unwavering determination. The Hydra's heads continued to snap and lunge, their fangs dripping with poison that threatened to consume Hercules' strength. Imagine the hero's inner turmoil as doubt whispered at the edges of his consciousness, a fleeting moment of uncertainty in the face of an unrelenting foe. Yet with the memory of his previous triumphs and the weight of his legacy upon him, Hercules banished those doubts and renewed his resolve to emerge victorious. As the battle reached its climax, imagine the pivotal moment when Hercules delivered the final blow, a strike fueled by sheer willpower and the courage to overcome adversity. With a mighty swing of his club, Hercules severed the Hydra's central head, the source of its power and malevolence. The creature's body thrashed and convulsed, its once formidable form now reduced to lifeless limbs and stillness. In the aftermath of battle, Hercules stood triumphant over the Hydra's defeated form, his chest heaving with exhaustion and triumph. The marshlands of Lerna echoed with the silence of victory, a testament to the hero's bravery and the resilience of the human spirit. With his mission accomplished, Hercules retrieved proof of his triumph, a symbol of his courage and a tale that would echo through the ages. Reflecting on Hercules' strategies and the challenges he faced, we uncover not only the depths of his bravery and cunning but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through tales of heroism and adversity, triumph and defeat, the story of Hercules and the Hydra serves as a timeless reminder of the human capacity for resilience and the eternal struggle between mortal valor and monstrous terror. In the end, Hercules' victory over the Hydra is more than just a myth, it is a testament to the indomitable will of heroes and the enduring power of storytelling itself. Through its tales of valor and sacrifice, triumph and defeat, the myth of Hercules and the Hydra continues to captivate and inspire audiences around the world, reminding us of the eternal struggle between mortal valor and monstrous terror, courage and fear. In the vast tapestry of Greek mythology, there exists a creature whose name strikes fear into the hearts of mortals, a creature whose presence echoes through the ages, leaving a trail of heroism and tragedy in its wake. This is the Hydra of Lerna, a serpent of 9 heads and venomous breath, whose involvement in the tales of the Argonauts is a testament to its enduring legacy and formidable nature. Imagine embarking on a journey with Jason and the Argonauts, a band of heroes assembled to seek the legendary Golden Fleece. Their quest was fraught with peril and promise, leading them to distant lands and encountering mythical beings along the way. Among these encounters stood out the Hydra of Lerna, a creature whose reputation preceded it as a harbinger of doom and guardian of treacherous waters. The Hydra's involvement with the Argonauts began when they sailed near the marshes of Lerna, where the creature made its lair. Picture the Argonauts, their ship cutting through the murky waters as they braced themselves for the unknown dangers that lay ahead. The air was thick with tension and anticipation, knowing that their journey would lead them into the realm of legends and nightmares. As the Argonauts navigated the treacherous waters, they encountered the Hydra, a monstrous serpent with heads that hissed and snapped, each one poised to strike with deadly precision. Imagine the chaos that ensued as the creature attacked, its venomous breath filling the air with a noxious haze. The Argonauts fought bravely, their swords and spears clashing against the Hydra's scales, but the creature's regenerative powers proved a formidable challenge. In the midst of battle, imagine Hercules' presence among the Argonauts, a hero whose reputation as the Hydra Slayer preceded him. With his strength and courage, Hercules bolstered the Argonauts' resolve, leading them in a valiant effort to defeat the creature once and for all. Yet the Hydra's heads continued to multiply, each severed head replaced by 2 more in a relentless cycle of destruction and rebirth. The Hydra's involvement with the Argonauts symbolizes more than just a battle of strength and will, it is a testament to the bonds of camaraderie forged in the face of adversity. Imagine the Argonauts, united in their quest for the Golden Fleece, standing shoulder to shoulder against a common foe. Each hero brought their own skills and strengths to the battle, creating a tapestry of courage and determination that defied the odds stacked against them. As the battle raged on, imagine the pivotal moment when Hercules and the Argonauts devised a strategy, a cunning plan born of necessity and desperation. Picture Hercules wielding his mighty club, while the Argonauts coordinated their attacks with precision and skill. Together, they targeted the Hydra's heads, severing them with calculated strikes and immediately cauterizing the stumps to prevent new heads from sprouting. The battle reached its climax as Hercules delivered the final blow, a strike fueled by determination and the collective will of the Argonauts. With a mighty swing of his club, Hercules struck the Hydra's central head, the source of its power and malevolence. The creature thrashed and convulsed, its once formidable form now reduced to lifeless limbs and stillness. In the aftermath of battle, the Argonauts stood victorious over the Hydra's defeated form, their chests heaving with exhaustion and triumph. The marshes of Lerna echoed with the silence of victory, a testament to their bravery and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. With their mission accomplished, the Argonauts continued on their journey, their hearts filled with the knowledge that they had faced one of the greatest challenges of Greek mythology and emerged victorious. Reflecting on the Hydra's involvement with the Argonauts, we uncover not only the depths of heroism and sacrifice, but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through tales of camaraderie and courage, triumph and adversity, the story of the Hydra and the Argonauts serves as a timeless reminder of the human capacity for resilience and the eternal struggle between mortal valor and monstrous terror. In the end, the Hydra's encounters with the Argonauts are more than just myths, they are reflections of our own aspirations and fears, our capacity for both darkness and light. Through its tales of valor and sacrifice, triumph and defeat, the myth of the Hydra and the Argonauts continues to captivate and inspire audiences around the world, reminding us of the eternal struggle between mortal valor and monstrous terror, courage and fear. In the tapestry of Greek mythology, where gods and heroes intertwine in tales of valor and destiny, there exists a creature whose presence spans across the realms of mortals and immortals alike. This is the Hydra of Lerna, a monstrous serpent with 9 heads and venomous breath, whose interactions with other mythical heroes and gods embody the timeless struggle between mortal courage and divine power. Imagine the Hydra, its serpentine form coiled in the depths of the marshes of Lerna, a creature of darkness and chaos that strikes fear into the hearts of mortals. Its heads hiss and snap, each one a deadly weapon fueled by an ancient malice that defies mortal understanding. The air around the Hydra is heavy with the scent of danger, a warning of the peril that awaits those who dare to challenge its dominion. Among the heroes who faced the Hydra was the mighty Hercules, known for his strength and courage unmatched among mortals. His encounter with the Hydra is legendary, a battle that tested his resolve and showcased his indomitable spirit. Imagine Hercules, his lion's skin draped over his shoulders and his club raised high, confronting the Hydra in its murky lair. The creature's heads lunged and snapped, their venomous fangs dripping with a poison that burned like fire. As Hercules fought, imagine the gods watching from Mount Olympus, the realm of divine beings who wielded power beyond mortal comprehension. Among them was Hera, the queen of the gods and a sworn enemy of Hercules, whose animosity towards the hero fueled her desire to see him fail. Hera's influence loomed over the battlefield, her presence a constant reminder of the divine stakes at play in mortal affairs. Despite the Hydra's ferocity and Hera's interference, Hercules pressed on with unwavering determination. His battle strategy was a testament to his cunning and resourcefulness, traits that endeared him to both mortals and gods alike. Imagine the pivotal moment when Heracles' nephew, Iolaus, joined the fray, a young hero whose bravery matched his uncle's own. Together, they devised a plan to defeat the Hydra, a plan that relied on quick thinking and coordinated strikes. As Hercules severed each head with his club, imagine Iolaus cauterizing the stumps with a burning torch, preventing new heads from sprouting. This strategic alliance between uncle and nephew turned the tide of battle, creating a brief respite from the Hydra's onslaught and showcasing the power of mortal ingenuity in the face of mythical adversity. The Hydra's interactions with other mythical heroes and gods extend beyond Hercules and Hera. Imagine the creature's encounters with other legendary figures of Greek mythology, heroes who sought glory and gods who wielded power beyond mortal comprehension. Each interaction with the Hydra became a test of strength and character, a chance for mortals to prove themselves worthy of divine favor and immortal renown. Among the gods who watched the Hydra's battles was Athena, the goddess of wisdom and strategic warfare. Her influence often guided mortal heroes in their quests, offering counsel and divine aid when needed most. Imagine Athena observing Heracles' battle with the Hydra, her gaze sharp and calculating as she weighed the hero's actions against the creature's formidable defenses. In some versions of the myth, the Hydra's involvement with other mythical heroes and gods served as a catalyst for greater adventures and quests. Imagine the creature's presence in the epic journeys of heroes like Perseus, Theseus, and Jason, their encounters with the Hydra becoming pivotal moments in their quests for glory and destiny. Each hero brought their own skills and strengths to the battle, forging alliances and rivalries that shaped the course of Greek mythology itself. As we reflect on the Hydra's interactions with other mythical heroes and gods, we uncover not only the depth of its impact on mortal and divine affairs, but also the enduring legacy of Greek mythology itself. Through tales of valor and adversity, triumph and defeat, the Hydra embodies the timeless struggle between mortal courage and divine power, a struggle that continues to captivate and inspire audiences around the world. In the end, the Hydra's interactions with other mythical heroes and gods are more than just myths. They are reflections of our own aspirations and fears, our capacity for both greatness and vulnerability. Through its tales of heroism and sacrifice, triumph and adversity, the myth of the Hydra continues to resonate with audiences, reminding us of the eternal struggle between mortal valor and divine power, courage and destiny. In the realm of ancient Greek mythology, where gods and monsters weave tales of valor and destiny, there exists a creature whose legend transcends mere mortality. A creature whose very existence embodies the eternal struggle between chaos and order, destruction and regeneration. This creature is the Hydra of Lerna, a serpent of 9 heads and venomous breath, whose interpretation as a symbol resonates with profound meaning and timeless relevance. Imagine standing at the edge of the marshes of Lerna, where the Hydra lurks in the shadows, a creature whose presence evokes both fear and fascination. Its heads hiss and snap, each one a manifestation of ancient malice and primal fury. The air around the Hydra is thick with danger, a testament to the raw power and unpredictable nature of the creature that dwells within. At its core, the Hydra is often interpreted as a symbol of chaos, a force that defies mortal understanding and challenges the order of the world. Imagine the Hydra's heads, each one representing a facet of discord and turmoil, its venomous breath a metaphor for the poison that seeps into the hearts of mortals, clouding judgment and sowing dissent. In this interpretation, the Hydra serves as a reminder of the fragility of order and the constant threat of chaos that looms over the mortal realm. Yet, amidst the chaos, the Hydra embodies another facet of its symbolism, regeneration. Picture the creature's heads, severed in battle, only to sprout anew with each blow. This aspect of the Hydra symbolizes resilience and the indomitable spirit of life itself, a force that persists against all odds, renewing and rejuvenating in the face of adversity. In Greek mythology, the Hydra's ability to regenerate posed a formidable challenge to heroes like Hercules. Yet it also underscored the enduring nature of life's struggles and the perseverance required to overcome them. Imagine Hercules, wielding his mighty club against the Hydra's heads, each blow a testament to his determination and courage. As he severed the creature's heads, he witnessed firsthand the Hydra's regeneration, a cycle of destruction and rebirth that mirrored the hero's own journey of trials and tribulations. In this context, the Hydra became a mirror for Hercules' own inner battles and a symbol of the challenges that test mortal strength and resilience. Beyond chaos and regeneration, the Hydra also embodies the symbolism of perseverance. Picture the hero's struggle against the creature, a battle that tested his physical prowess and mental fortitude. Despite the Hydra's formidable defenses and Hera's interference, Hercules persisted in his quest to defeat the creature and prove himself worthy of divine favor. His perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds serves as a testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure and triumph over adversity, a timeless lesson that resonates with audiences across cultures and generations. As we reflect on the Hydra's symbolism, we uncover deeper layers of meaning that transcend its mythical origins. The creature's dual nature, as a harbinger of chaos and a symbol of regeneration, speaks to the complexities of the human experience and the universal themes of struggle and resilience. Through its portrayal in myth and legend, the Hydra invites us to confront our own fears and challenges, to embrace the chaos of life's uncertainties, and to find strength in the ongoing process of renewal and growth. In the tapestry of Greek mythology, the Hydra stands as a timeless symbol, a creature whose legend continues to captivate and inspire, inviting us to ponder the mysteries of existence and the enduring quest for meaning and purpose. Its interpretation as a symbol of chaos, regeneration, and perseverance resonates with our deepest emotions and aspirations, reminding us of the eternal struggle between darkness and light, adversity and triumph. In the end, the Hydra's symbolism is more than just a myth. It is a reflection of our own humanity, our capacity for resilience and transformation in the face of life's challenges. Through its portrayal in myth and legend, the Hydra invites us to embrace the complexities of our existence, to confront our fears with courage, and to find strength in the unyielding spirit of renewal that defines the human experience. In the realm of ancient mythologies, where legends intertwine with the fabric of human imagination, creatures of awe-inspiring power and terror roam freely. Among these mythical beings, few captivate the imagination and evoke as much fear and fascination as the Hydra of Lerna, a serpent of 9 heads and venomous breath. As we explore the realm of mythical creatures, the Hydra stands out not only for its formidable nature but also for its unique attributes that distinguish it from other creatures of myth. Imagine standing on the shores of ancient Greece, where tales of gods and monsters echo through the ages. Picture the Hydra, its serpentine form coiled in the marshes of Lerna, a creature whose very presence evokes both dread and wonder. Its heads hiss and snap, each one a deadly weapon capable of unleashing chaos and devastation upon those who dare to challenge its dominion. In contrast to other mythical creatures, the Hydra's most distinctive feature lies in its ability to regenerate, a trait that sets it apart from the creatures of ancient lore. Imagine the Hydra's heads, severed in battle, only to sprout anew with each blow. This aspect of its nature symbolizes resilience and the indomitable spirit of life itself, a force that persists against all odds, renewing and rejuvenating in the face of adversity. Compare this to other creatures of myth, such as the mighty chimera, a monstrous fusion of lion, goat, and serpent, whose ferocity and cunning struck fear into the hearts of mortals. Unlike the Hydra, the chimera possessed a singular form and purpose, each of its composite parts contributing to its deadly arsenal. While the chimera represented a formidable opponent in its own right, it lacked the Hydra's ability to regenerate and adapt, a characteristic that defined the serpent's reputation as an unstoppable force of nature. Imagine further comparisons with the Sphinx, a creature of enigmatic wisdom and riddle, whose presence guarded the entrance to Thebes. Unlike the Hydra's brute strength and relentless assault, the Sphinx challenged mortals with intellectual prowess, posing riddles that tested their wit and cunning. While both creatures embodied aspects of mystery and danger, their methods of interaction with mortals differed significantly, a testament to the diversity of mythical beings within ancient Greek lore. In the context of Greek mythology, compare the Hydra to the Nemean lion, a creature whose impenetrable hide and razor-sharp claws made it a fearsome adversary for any hero. Like the Hydra, the Nemean lion posed a physical challenge that tested the limits of mortal strength and courage. However, unlike the Hydra's ability to regenerate, the lion's invulnerability required a strategic approach, an example of how different mythical creatures presented unique challenges for heroes seeking glory and renown. As we delve deeper into comparisons, consider the Hydra's interactions with other creatures of myth, such as the Gorgons, monstrous sisters whose gaze turned mortals to stone. Unlike the Hydra's physical prowess and regenerative abilities, the Gorgons wielded supernatural powers that transcended mere mortal combat. Each Gorgon possessed unique attributes, such as Medusa's serpentine hair and deadly gaze, which posed a different kind of threat to heroes like Perseus. In the realm of mythological creatures, each entity, from the Hydra to the Chimera, the Sphinx to the Nemean lion, embodies a distinct aspect of human fears and aspirations. The Hydra's comparison with these creatures highlights its role as a symbol of chaos, regeneration, and perseverance, a force of nature that challenges mortals to confront their deepest fears and overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. Reflecting on these comparisons, we uncover not only the diversity of mythical beings within ancient lore, but also the enduring legacy of their stories and symbolism. Through tales of heroism and adversity, triumph and defeat, mythical creatures like the Hydra continue to captivate and inspire audiences across cultures and generations. Their presence in mythological narratives serves as a testament to the universal themes of courage, resilience, and the eternal struggle between mortal valor and mythical terror. In the end, the comparison of the Hydra with other mythical creatures is more than just a study of ancient lore. It is a reflection of our own human experience, our capacity to confront challenges with courage, and our enduring quest for meaning and purpose in a world filled with mysteries and wonders. Step into a world where the boundaries between myth and reality blur, where tales of gods and monsters weave a tapestry that spans centuries. Among the myriad creatures that haunt the collective imagination, few evoke as much awe and fascination as the Hydra of Lerna, a serpent of 9 heads and venomous breath, whose influence extends far beyond the pages of ancient mythology into the realms of literature, art, and popular culture. Imagine walking through the halls of history, where ancient poets and playwrights breathed life into the Hydra's legend. In the works of Homer and Hesiod, the Hydra emerges as a symbol of primal chaos and formidable challenge, a creature whose mere mention sends shivers down the spine. Its heads hiss and snap, each one a testament to the raw power and untamed fury that define its existence. In literature, the Hydra's influence is palpable, shaping narratives of heroism and adversity. Consider the trials of Hercules, whose second labor to slay the Hydra became a defining moment in his legendary journey. Picture Hercules, his sinewy muscles straining against the Hydra's onslaught, his courage tested with each blow of its venomous heads. The hero's triumph over the Hydra symbolizes the indomitable spirit of human resilience, a theme that resonates across cultures and generations. Beyond ancient epics, the Hydra's presence in literature spans genres and styles, from the poetic verses of Ovid to the fantastical worlds of modern fantasy literature. In each iteration, the creature embodies themes of struggle and transformation, challenging protagonists to confront their deepest fears and overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. Its regenerative nature serves as a metaphor for the cyclical nature of life's challenges, a reminder that perseverance can lead to triumph in the face of adversity. In art, the Hydra's visage has inspired countless interpretations, from ancient pottery to Renaissance masterpieces. Imagine gazing upon a vase adorned with scenes of Hercules battling the Hydra, each brushstroke capturing the intensity of their struggle. The Hydra's heads writhe and contort, their serpentine forms entwined in a dance of death and rebirth, a visual testament to the artist's skill in capturing the essence of mythological drama. In the Renaissance era, artists like Antonio del Pollaiuolo depicted the Hydra with meticulous detail, its heads rendered in exquisite anatomical precision. Each head becomes a study in ferocity and menace, a reflection of the artist's fascination with the darker aspects of human nature. The Hydra's presence in Renaissance art symbolizes a revival of classical themes and a celebration of mythological narratives that continue to captivate and inspire. In modern times, the Hydra's influence on popular culture is undeniable, permeating films, television shows, and video games with its iconic presence. Imagine watching a blockbuster film where heroes band together to face a monstrous Hydra, its heads towering over them in a spectacle of CGI wizardry. The creature's roar reverberates through the theater, eliciting gasps of awe and excitement from the audience. In television series and animated shows, the Hydra appears as a recurring antagonist, a force of nature that tests the limits of protagonist strength and resolve. Each encounter with the creature becomes a narrative arc filled with suspense and drama, as characters navigate the complexities of heroism and sacrifice. The Hydra's portrayal in popular culture reflects its enduring appeal as a symbol of primal terror and mythological wonder. In video games, players embark on quests to battle the Hydra, wielding virtual swords and spells against its relentless assault. Imagine the adrenaline rush of confronting the creature in immersive landscapes, where every decision carries weight and every victory feels hard-earned. The Hydra's inclusion in gaming underscores its status as a cultural icon, a symbol that transcends traditional boundaries of myth and reality. Reflecting on the Hydra's influence across literature, art, and popular culture, we uncover a tapestry woven with threads of fear and fascination, courage and triumph. Its presence resonates with audiences of all ages, inviting us to explore the depths of human imagination and confront the mysteries of our own existence. Through its portrayal in diverse mediums, the Hydra continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the enduring power of mythological storytelling and the timeless allure of creatures that haunt the shadows of our collective consciousness. Step into the realm where ancient myths collide with modern imagination, where the Hydra of Lerna slithers through the corridors of popular culture, its legend morphing and evolving across movies, games, and literature. This creature, born of ancient Greece, has transcended time to become an enduring symbol of primal terror and mythological wonder in the modern world. Imagine sitting in a darkened theater, the screen flickering to life with scenes of epic battles and mythical beasts. In recent cinematic adaptations, the Hydra emerges as a formidable antagonist, a creature whose very presence evokes awe and fear. Picture the Hydra's heads, each one a writhing serpent of deadly intent, challenging heroes to confront their deepest fears and summon courage they never knew they possessed. In films like Percy Jackson and The Olympians, The Lightning Thief, the Hydra appears as a CGI marvel, its head snapping and lunging at the protagonist in a spectacle of special effects. The creature's regenerative abilities add an element of suspense and urgency to the narrative, as heroes race against time to defeat it before it can grow stronger. The Hydra's portrayal in modern cinema captivates audiences with its larger-than-life presence and visceral impact, a testament to the enduring appeal of ancient myths and contemporary storytelling. Beyond the silver screen, the Hydra's influence extends into the realm of literature, where authors reimagine its legend with creative flair and narrative depth. Imagine diving into the pages of Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, where the Hydra becomes a recurring adversary for the demigod protagonist. Each encounter with the creature becomes a test of Percy's ingenuity and bravery, as he navigates the complexities of Greek mythology in a modern-day setting. Riordan's depiction of the Hydra blends ancient lore with contemporary humor and relatable characters, offering readers a fresh perspective on timeless themes of heroism and destiny. The Hydra's role in the series underscores its status as a symbol of adversity and resilience, a challenge that must be overcome through wit, courage, and unwavering determination. In video games, the Hydra manifests as a formidable boss encounter, testing players' reflexes and strategic prowess in virtual battlegrounds. Imagine stepping into the shoes of a hero armed with sword and shield, facing off against a towering Hydra whose heads loom overhead, each one a deadly threat. The creature's relentless assault forces players to adapt their tactics and exploit its weaknesses, creating an immersive gameplay experience filled with adrenaline-pumping action and suspense. Games like God of War and Monster Hunter feature Hydra-like creatures that draw inspiration from ancient mythology, challenging players to unravel the mysteries of their origins and conquer them in epic battles. The Hydra's presence in gaming underscores its versatility as a cultural icon, a symbol that continues to captivate and inspire across diverse mediums and audiences. In art, contemporary interpretations of the Hydra showcase its enduring appeal as a subject of creative exploration and artistic expression. Imagine viewing modern paintings and sculptures that reimagine the creature's mythic form, each artwork capturing the essence of its multi-headed terror and symbolic resonance. Artists like John Howe and Alan Lee have depicted the Hydra with striking detail and imaginative flair, their interpretations adding new layers of meaning to its ancient legend. Through these examples of modern adaptations and interpretations, the Hydra of Lerna emerges as more than just a creature of myth. It is a cultural touchstone that bridges the gap between past and present, offering storytellers, artists, and creators a canvas upon which to explore themes of heroism, resilience, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness. Across the vast tapestry of human mythologies, where stories of gods and monsters intertwine, the Hydra of Lerna stands as a singular figure, a multi-headed serpent whose legend resonates far beyond the shores of ancient Greece. Yet, in exploring the depths of global folklore, we discover echoes of the Hydra's essence in creatures that haunt the myths and legends of diverse cultures. These multi-headed serpents, born of primal fears and ancient imaginations, embody themes of chaos, transformation, and the eternal struggle between mortal courage and mythical terror. Imagine journeying to the lands of ancient Egypt, where the serpent Apep slithers through the underworld, a creature whose monstrous form and malevolent intent evoke echoes of the Hydra's ferocity. Apep, depicted as a multi-headed serpent or dragon, embodies chaos and darkness, challenging the divine order upheld by the gods of Egypt. Each of its heads symbolizes a facet of discord and destruction, a testament to the ancient Egyptians' belief in the eternal battle between light and shadow. In Mesopotamian mythology, envision encountering Tiamat, the primordial goddess of the Salt Sea, whose serpentine form and multi-headed visage personify the chaotic forces of creation and destruction. Tiamat's epic battle with the hero Marduk, recounted in the Enuma Elish, echoes the Hydra's confrontation with Hercules, a clash of titanic proportions that shapes the destiny of gods and mortals alike. Tiamat's multi-headed form symbolizes the vastness of cosmic forces and the ever-present threat of primordial chaos lurking beneath the surface of existence. Traveling to the realms of Hindu mythology, picture Garuda, the divine eagle who battles against the serpent king, Nagaraja. In some interpretations, Nagaraja manifests as a multi-headed serpent whose venomous breath threatens the celestial realms. Garuda's heroic exploits against Nagaraja resonate with themes of cosmic order and divine duty, illustrating the eternal conflict between righteous valor and malevolent adversaries in Hindu cosmology. In Chinese folklore, encounter the mythic creature known as the nine-headed bird, a legendary beast whose 9 heads symbolized longevity and mystical prowess. The nine-headed bird, also known as Jiufeng, embodies the transformative powers of nature and the cyclical cycles of life and death. Its multi-headed form serves as a guardian spirit, protecting the sacred realms from malevolent forces and ensuring harmony within the cosmic order. Reflecting on these diverse mythological creatures, we uncover a common thread that binds them together, a fascination with the multi-headed serpent as a symbol of primordial forces and cosmic balance. Across cultures and epics, these creatures embody themes of chaos and transformation, resilience and renewal, courage and adversity. Their multi-headed forms serve as metaphors for the complexities of human existence and the eternal quest for meaning and purpose in a universe filled with mysteries and wonders. Step into the kaleidoscope of human cultures, where myths and legends paint the canvas of collective imagination with vibrant hues of symbolism and storytelling. Within this rich tapestry, creatures like the Hydra of Lerna hold a unique place, their significance echoing across civilizations yet carrying distinct nuances shaped by cultural beliefs and traditions. Exploring the Hydra's cultural significance and differences unveils a journey through ancient fears, heroic aspirations, and the timeless quest to make sense of the mysteries that dwell within the human spirit. Imagine standing beneath the starlit skies of ancient Greece, where the Hydra emerges from the murky depths of Lerna, a creature of primordial chaos and untamed fury. In Greek mythology, the Hydra symbolizes the embodiment of adversity and the hero's quest for glory. Its multi-headed form and regenerative abilities pose a formidable challenge that tests the courage and resilience of heroes like Hercules. Each encounter with the Hydra becomes a mythic tale of valor and triumph, resonating with themes of divine justice and mortal triumph over insurmountable odds. Contrast this with the cultural significance of multi-headed serpents in other civilizations, such as ancient Egypt, where the serpent Apep embodies the forces of chaos and darkness that threaten the cosmic order upheld by the gods. Apep's multi-headed form symbolizes the relentless nature of primordial evil, a malevolent force that must be confronted and defeated to ensure the continuity of divine harmony and cosmic balance. In Mesopotamian mythology, consider the goddess Tiamat, a primordial deity whose multi-headed serpent form signifies the chaotic forces of creation and destruction. Tiamat's epic battle with the hero Marduk mirrors the Hydra's clash with Hercules, illustrating the eternal struggle between cosmic order and primordial chaos, a theme that underscores the Mesopotamian belief in the cyclical nature of existence and the ever-present threat of chaotic forces lurking beneath the surface of reality. Traveling eastward to Hindu mythology, encounter the serpent king Nagaraja, a multi-headed guardian whose divine essence embodies the transformative powers of nature and the cosmic cycles of life and death. Nagaraja's cultural significance lies in its role as a protector of sacred realms and a symbol of auspiciousness, revered for its ability to ward off malevolent spirits and ensure the prosperity of devotees. In Chinese folklore, explore the nine-headed bird, a mythical creature whose multi-headed form symbolizes longevity, wisdom, and mystical prowess. The nine-headed bird's cultural significance lies in its role as a guardian spirit and a harbinger of auspicious omens, celebrated for its ability to bring blessings and prosperity to those who honor its sacred presence. Across these diverse cultural interpretations, the Hydra and other multi-headed serpents embody universal themes of fear and fascination, courage and adversity, transformation and renewal. Their significance transcends geographical boundaries and historical epics, offering a window into the collective psyche of humanity's ancient fears and aspirations. Reflecting on these cultural differences, we uncover a tapestry woven with threads of mythological symbolism and narrative diversity. Each civilization's interpretation of the multi-headed serpent reflects unique beliefs and values, shaped by historical experiences, religious traditions, and social contexts. Yet, beneath these surface differences lie deeper resonances, the primal fears of chaos and destruction, the heroic aspirations for courage and triumph, and the enduring quest for meaning and purpose in a universe filled with mysteries and wonders. Imagine a world where the boundaries between myth and reality blur, where ancient tales of gods and monsters offer glimpses into the mysteries of the natural world. Among these fantastical beings, the Hydra of Lerna stands as a testament to the human imagination's ability to blend mythological wonder with biological intrigue. Exploring the biological interpretations of mythical creatures, particularly the Hydra's regenerative abilities, unveils a journey through scientific inquiry, evolutionary marvels, and the awe-inspiring resilience of life itself. The Hydra of Lerna, a creature born of ancient Greek mythology, is renowned for its unique ability to regenerate. According to legend, each time one of its heads was severed, two more would grow in its place, a seemingly supernatural feat that has captivated imaginations for millennia. But what if we look beyond the realm of myth and delve into the biological mechanisms that underpin such fantastical abilities? In the natural world, regeneration is not confined to the realms of myth. Many species exhibit remarkable regenerative capacities, ranging from simple organisms like starfish and flatworms to more complex creatures such as salamanders and certain species of fish. Imagine witnessing a starfish regrow an entire arm lost to a predator, or a salamander regenerate a lost limb with astonishing precision and speed. These biological marvels serve as living examples of nature's resilience and adaptive prowess, a testament to the evolutionary strategies that enable survival and perpetuate life's diversity. At the cellular level, regeneration is orchestrated by specialized tissues and genetic programs that govern growth and repair. Stem cells, known for their transformative potential, play a crucial role in regeneration by differentiating into specific cell types needed to replace damaged or lost tissue. Imagine the intricate dance of molecular signals that coordinate cell proliferation, migration, and differentiation, a symphony of biological processes that enable organisms to heal wounds, regenerate organs, and overcome adversity. Drawing parallels to the Hydra's regenerative abilities, scientists have studied model organisms like planarian flatworms to unravel the genetic and molecular mechanisms that drive regeneration. These tiny creatures, capable of regenerating complete organisms from fragments of their bodies, offer insights into the evolutionary origins of regeneration and its potential applications in regenerative medicine. Imagine the implications of harnessing nature's regenerative toolkit to develop novel therapies for healing wounds, repairing damaged organs, and treating degenerative diseases. In the realm of evolutionary biology, the study of regeneration sheds light on the adaptive advantages conferred by such abilities. Imagine a predator confronting a prey species capable of regenerating lost body parts, a survival advantage that enhances resilience and increases reproductive success. In ecological terms, regeneration serves as a strategy for organisms to mitigate the impacts of predation, injury, and environmental stressors, ensuring the continuity of life cycles and the perpetuation of species over generations. Reflecting on the Hydra's mythological significance, its regenerative abilities symbolize themes of resilience, transformation, and the cyclical nature of life's challenges. In ancient Greek mythology, Hercules' battle against the Hydra becomes a metaphor for overcoming adversity and triumphing over seemingly insurmountable obstacles, a narrative that resonates with universal themes of human resilience and the quest for personal growth and transformation. Beyond myth and biology, the Hydra's regenerative mythos inspires artists, writers, and creators to explore themes of renewal and transformation in literature, art, and popular culture. Imagine encountering modern interpretations of the Hydra in films, where its regenerative prowess serves as a metaphor for personal growth and overcoming inner demons. In literature, envision protagonists confronting their own metaphorical Hydras, internal struggles and external challenges that test their courage and resilience on the journey towards self-discovery and redemption. Imagine a world where scientific inquiry unravels the mysteries of mythical creatures, where ancient tales of gods and monsters intersect with cutting-edge research into toxicology and regeneration. Among these legendary beings, the Hydra of Lerna emerges as a captivating subject for scientific exploration, a creature whose toxic nature and regenerative abilities challenge our understanding of biology and inspire awe in the face of nature's complexities. At the heart of the Hydra's mythological legacy lies its poisonous breath, a venomous secretion said to be lethal to those who dare to approach. In Greek mythology, Hercules faced this deadly challenge as part of his 12 labors, confronting not only the Hydra's multiple heads, but also the toxic threat they posed. But what if we delve into the scientific concepts behind the Hydra's toxicology, exploring the biological mechanisms that enable such lethal capabilities? Toxicology, the study of poisons and their effects on living organisms, offers insights into the Hydra's venomous nature. Venom, produced by specialized glands within the Hydra's body, contains a cocktail of proteins and peptides that disrupt cellular functions and induce physiological responses in prey or adversaries. Imagine the Hydra's venom acting like a molecular assassin, targeting vital organs and tissues with precision to incapacitate or kill its victims. a testament to nature's adaptation for survival and predation. In scientific terms, the Hydra's venomous arsenal reflects adaptations shaped by evolutionary pressures, strategies honed over millennia to capture prey, deter predators, and defend against competitors. Imagine the ecological dynamics at play, where organisms evolve toxic defenses as a means of gaining competitive advantage in their natural habitats. A delicate balance of life and death that shapes the dynamics of ecosystems and biodiversity. Beyond its toxicological prowess, the Hydra's regenerative abilities captivate scientists and researchers seeking to understand the biological mechanisms of tissue repair and regeneration. In laboratory settings, imagine studying model organisms like planarian flatworms to unravel the genetic and molecular pathways that govern regeneration, a complex interplay of stem cells, growth factors, and signaling molecules orchestrating the renewal of lost or damaged tissues. Regeneration, a fundamental biological process, holds promise for applications in regenerative medicine and tissue engineering. Imagine harnessing the Hydra's regenerative toolkit to develop therapies for treating wounds, repairing injured organs, and combating degenerative diseases. A visionary approach that draws inspiration from nature's resilience and adaptive brilliance. In the realm of scientific inquiry, toxicology and regeneration intersect to shed light on the Hydra's mythical legacy and its implications for understanding biological diversity and adaptation. Imagine the interdisciplinary collaborations between biologists, chemists, and medical researchers as they unravel the secrets of venomous creatures and harness the power of regeneration for biomedical innovation. Reflecting on the Hydra's scientific concepts, its toxicological and regenerative attributes symbolize themes of resilience, adaptation, and the intricate dance of predator and prey in the natural world. In myth and biology, the Hydra challenges us to confront the complexities of nature's design, a design shaped by evolutionary processes that have sculpted life forms capable of both beauty and danger. In popular culture, the Hydra's scientific concepts inspire storytellers, artists, and creators to explore themes of genetic engineering, bio-inspired technologies, and the ethical implications of manipulating nature's designs. Imagine encountering modern interpretations of the Hydra in literature, where its toxicological and regenerative traits serve as metaphors for human hubris and the consequences of tampering with the natural order. In the realm of literature, where words weave worlds of imagination and emotion, mythical creatures like the Hydra of Lerna stand as iconic symbols of courage, adversity, and the timeless struggle between heroes and monsters. Across centuries of storytelling, the Hydra has left its indelible mark on literary works, inspiring writers to explore themes of heroism, mythos, and the human spirit's triumph over formidable challenges. Let us embark on a journey through key literary works that bring the Hydra to life, stirring our hearts with tales of valor and mythic resonance. Imagine the ancient scrolls of Greek mythology unfolding before us, where the Hydra makes its legendary debut in the labors of Hercules. Among the 12 labors assigned to the hero by King Eurystheus, the Hydra's defeat becomes a pivotal tale of bravery and cunning. According to myth, Hercules faced the Hydra's multiple heads, each regenerating anew when severed, a testament to the creature's formidable nature and the hero's indomitable will. The Hydra's role in these ancient myths underscores its symbolic significance as a harbinger of chaos and a trial of mortal resolve. Centuries later, the Hydra's mythological legacy continued to captivate writers and poets of the Renaissance and beyond. In the works of Renaissance playwrights like William Shakespeare, references to the Hydra evoke themes of monstrosity and the struggle against supernatural adversaries. Imagine encountering the Hydra's mythical presence in Shakespeare's plays, where its fearsome reputation serves as a backdrop for moral dilemmas and the exploration of human virtues and vices. In the realm of epic poetry, envision the Hydra's resurgence in the verses of John Milton's Paradise Lost, where the creature's infernal origins align with themes of rebellion and divine justice. Milton's depiction of the Hydra as a monstrous force of chaos and destruction resonates with the epic's broader narrative of cosmic conflict and the fall of angels, a literary landscape where myth and allegory converge to explore the complexities of good and evil. Turning to modern literature, the Hydra's presence endures in contemporary fantasy and speculative fiction. where authors reimagine ancient myths through the lens of imagination and cultural reinterpretation. Imagine encountering the Hydra in the pages of Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, where the creature's mythological roots merge with a modern-day narrative of demigod heroes and their quests for identity and destiny. Riordan's portrayal of the Hydra as a recurring threat challenges young protagonists to confront ancient adversaries and discover their own strengths in the face of mythical trials. Beyond traditional literature, the Hydra's influence extends into graphic novels and comics, where artists and writers bring its multi-headed visage to life through vibrant illustrations and dynamic storytelling. Imagine exploring the Hydra's appearances in graphic narratives like Marvel Comics, where its iconic battles against superheroes reflect timeless themes of heroism, villainy, and the enduring struggle between light and darkness. Through these visual mediums, the Hydra's mythological stature evolves, resonating with audiences young and old who seek adventure and moral exploration in the pages of illustrated storytelling. Reflecting on the Hydra's literary journey, its appearances in key works of literature symbolize more than mere mythological creatures. They embody universal themes of resilience, transformation, and the human quest for meaning in a world fraught with challenges and uncertainties. In the hero's confrontation with the Hydra, we glimpse reflections of our own battles against adversity and the courage required to face our fears and overcome obstacles on the path to personal growth and enlightenment. Imagine stepping into a gallery where the walls whisper tales of myth and legend, where artists across centuries have captured the essence of mythical creatures like the Hydra in strokes of paint, chisel marks, and sculpted forms. From the ancient world to modern times, artistic representations of the Hydra have transcended mere depiction, evoking awe, fear, and wonder in those who behold these visual narratives of heroic struggle and supernatural prowess. Let us embark on a journey through history to explore the artistic evolution and enduring impact of the Hydra's portrayal in art. In the annals of ancient Greek art, envision encountering the Hydra's visage on pottery, sculptures, and temple reliefs that adorn sanctuaries and public spaces. Among the most iconic depictions is the Hydra of Lerna, a multi-headed serpent poised in battle against the hero Hercules, a scene immortalized in marble and bronze by sculptors who sought to capture the creature's monstrous form and the hero's heroic valor. These early artistic renditions served not only as decorative motifs, but also as visual narratives that reinforced cultural values of bravery, resilience, and the eternal struggle between order and chaos. As classical art gave way to the Renaissance, imagine witnessing the Hydra's resurgence in the works of masters like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, who drew inspiration from ancient myths to create allegorical representations of human struggle and divine intervention. In Leonardo's sketches, the Hydra's serpentine coils intertwine with symbolic motifs of regeneration and transformation, a testament to the artist's fascination with natural forms and the mysteries of life's perpetual renewal. Venturing into the Baroque and Romantic periods, envision encountering the Hydra's symbolic presence in paintings and sculptures that explore themes of heroism, mortality, and the supernatural. In the works of Romantic painters like J.M.W. Turner and Eugene Delacroix, the Hydra emerges as a metaphor for existential conflict and the darker aspects of human nature, a creature of myth whose allure lies in its ability to provoke introspection and challenge conventional wisdom. In the modern era, imagine the Hydra's adaptation into diverse artistic mediums, from avant-garde installations to digital art and multimedia performances that blend myth with contemporary aesthetics. In the realm of cinema and animation, envision encountering the Hydra's dynamic presence in films like Jason and the Argonauts and Disney's Hercules, where cutting-edge special effects and visual storytelling techniques bring the creature's mythological prowess to life on the silver screen. These cinematic interpretations of the Hydra transcend traditional boundaries, captivating audiences with their spectacle and emotional resonance. Reflecting on the Hydra's artistic representations through history, its evolution from ancient artifact to modern masterpiece symbolizes more than aesthetic innovation. It embodies enduring themes of resilience, transformation, and the timeless struggle between humanity and the unknown. In the Hydra's serpentine coils and menacing gaze, we glimpse reflections of our own fears and aspirations, woven into the fabric of cultural imagination and artistic expression. Imagine a classroom where history and mythology come alive, where teachers weave tales of ancient heroes and mythical beasts to ignite the imagination and curiosity of young minds. Among these captivating stories stands the Hydra of Lerna, a legendary creature whose presence in educational contexts transcends mere folklore to become a powerful tool for learning, reflection, and personal growth. Let us embark on a journey through the educational landscape to explore how the Hydra inspires and enriches the minds of students and educators alike. At the heart of the Hydra's educational appeal lies its role as a symbol of resilience and challenge, a creature whose mythical feats test the courage and ingenuity of heroes throughout Greek mythology. Imagine students immersing themselves in the epic tales of Hercules and his 12 labors, where the Hydra emerges as a formidable adversary whose regenerative heads pose a relentless threat. These stories not only capture the imagination but also impart timeless lessons on bravery, perseverance, and the triumph of human spirit in the face of adversity. In classrooms around the world, envision encountering the Hydra as a focal point for interdisciplinary study, where history, literature, and science converge to offer a holistic understanding of mythological narratives and their cultural significance. Imagine history lessons that trace the origins of Greek mythology and its enduring impact on Western civilization, a journey through time that illuminates the Hydra's role as a cultural archetype and catalyst for philosophical inquiry. In literature courses, envision students analyzing the Hydra's appearances in epic poetry, drama, and modern adaptations, exploring themes of heroism, morality, and the quest for personal identity. Imagine encountering the Hydra in the works of literary giants like Homer, where its mythical presence serves as a metaphor for internal conflict and the hero's journey of self-discovery, a narrative journey that resonates with students as they navigate their own paths of growth and self-awareness. Beyond mythology and literature, envision the Hydra's integration into scientific curricula, where its regenerative abilities and toxicological traits spark exploration into biological concepts of regeneration, adaptation, and biodiversity. Imagine biology lessons that delve into the Hydra's cellular mechanisms of tissue repair and venom production, a hands-on approach to learning that bridges the gap between myth and reality, inspiring future scientists to unravel the mysteries of nature's designs. In art classes, imagine students creating visual representations of the Hydra's mythological exploits, from intricate drawings and sculptures to multimedia projects that blend traditional techniques with digital innovation. Through artistic expression, students capture the Hydra's dynamic presence and symbolic significance, exploring themes of mythic heroism and the power of artistic imagination to convey universal truths and emotions. Reflecting on the Hydra's educational impact, its role in classrooms transcends academic instruction to foster empathy, critical thinking, and cultural appreciation among students of all ages. In the Hydra's multifaceted portrayal across disciplines, we discover a powerful symbol of human potential and resilience, a creature whose mythic legacy continues to inspire and challenge generations to pursue knowledge, embrace diversity, and confront challenges with courage and determination. Step into a world where screens flicker with excitement, where stories unfold with each click and swipe, and where mythical creatures like the Hydra of Lerna command attention with their awe-inspiring presence. In the realm of contemporary media, the Hydra transcends its ancient origins to become a beloved icon of entertainment, a creature whose multifaceted appeal captivates audiences across genres and platforms. Join me as we journey through the realm of modern entertainment to explore how the Hydra enchants, thrills, and inspires in today's digital age. Imagine flipping through channels or scrolling through streaming platforms, where the Hydra emerges as a recurring character in television series and animated shows. Envision encountering the Hydra in popular series like Game of Thrones, where its mythic allure adds layers of intrigue and danger to epic narratives of power, betrayal, and the quest for dominion. In these televised tales, the Hydra's multi-headed form symbolizes untamed forces and the unpredictable nature of mythical realms, captivating viewers with its blend of ancient lore and contemporary storytelling prowess. Picture the Hydra's transformation in animated series and children's programming, where its presence sparks imagination and wonder among young audiences. Imagine encountering the Hydra in cartoons like Hercules, the animated series, where colorful characters and vibrant animation bring mythological adventures to life with humor, heart, and lessons on friendship and bravery. Through these animated interpretations, the Hydra becomes more than a mythical monster. It becomes a lovable antagonist, challenging heroes and entertaining viewers with each twist and turn of the plot. Beyond television screens, envision the Hydra's adaptation into blockbuster films and cinematic spectacles that redefine the boundaries of visual storytelling. Imagine the creature's epic battles in movies like Clash of the Titans, where cutting-edge special effects and larger-than-life action sequences immerse audiences in mythical realms of peril and heroism. In these cinematic adventures, the Hydra's monstrous form and menacing presence elevate the stakes, thrilling audiences with adrenaline-pumping encounters and spine-tingling moments of suspense. Consider the Hydra's role in video games and virtual worlds, where players embark on interactive quests and epic adventures that challenge their skills and strategic prowess. Imagine navigating treacherous landscapes and facing off against the Hydra's formidable heads in games like God of War, where mythological creatures serve as formidable foes and catalysts for narrative exploration. Through gaming experiences, players engage with the Hydra's lore in dynamic ways, forging personal connections to its mythic legacy through immersive gameplay and interactive storytelling. Reflecting on the Hydra's entertainment value in contemporary media, its evolution from ancient myth to modern-day icon underscores its enduring appeal and cultural resonance across diverse audiences. In the Hydra's portrayal across television, animation, cinema, and gaming, we discover a creature whose mythical prowess transcends time and captivates hearts with its blend of excitement, wonder, and timeless themes of heroism and adventure. Enter a world where legends are born, where heroes rise to face monstrous challenges, and where the Hydra of Lerna reigns as a timeless symbol of courage, perseverance, and the eternal struggle between humanity and the unknown. As we reflect on the Hydra's mythological significance, we uncover a narrative tapestry woven with threads of heroism, tragedy, and the enduring power of myth to inspire and captivate hearts across generations. Join me as we revisit the Hydra's journey through myth and legend, and discover why its story continues to resonate deeply in our collective consciousness. The Hydra's mythological journey begins amidst the ancient tapestries of Greek lore, where it emerges as a creature of chaos and challenge, a serpentine monster with multiple heads that regenerate when severed, each more deadly than the last. Imagine standing at the shores of the marshes of Lerna, where the Hydra's lair lies hidden, a place steeped in mystery and danger, where its poisonous breath and deadly venom strike fear into the hearts of mortals and heroes alike. Envision the Hydra's encounters with legendary figures like Hercules, whose 12 labors include the daunting task of slaying the Hydra as his second trial of strength and valor. Picture the hero's epic struggle against the creature's regenerating heads, each head proving more resilient than the last. A battle that tests Hercules' resolve and cunning as he employs fiery tactics and divine aid to overcome the Hydra's formidable defenses. As we delve deeper into the Hydra's mythological significance, we uncover its symbolic layers that resonate with themes of resilience, transformation, and the cyclical nature of life and death. The Hydra's regenerative abilities symbolize the ever-present challenges that humanity faces, be they physical, emotional, or spiritual, challenges that demand courage, adaptability, and perseverance to overcome. Its poisonous nature serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers that lurk in the shadows, reminding us of the consequences of succumbing to fear and darkness. Beyond its role in mythic tales, imagine the Hydra's influence on cultural expressions, from art and literature to music and film, where its image and symbolism continue to inspire creative interpretations and adaptations. In art, envision encountering the Hydra's visage in ancient sculptures and Renaissance paintings, each rendition capturing its monstrous form and mythical allure with intricate detail and artistic flair. In literature, imagine exploring the Hydra's appearances in epic poems and modern novels, where authors weave its presence into narratives of heroism, redemption, and the quest for enlightenment. Consider the Hydra's impact on contemporary media and entertainment, where its portrayal in films, television series, and video games continues to captivate audiences with its blend of suspense, adventure, and supernatural intrigue. In gaming, imagine embarking on quests to confront the Hydra's formidable heads, testing your skills and strategy in virtual realms that echo with echoes of ancient myths and timeless battles. Reflecting on the Hydra's mythological significance, we recognize its enduring appeal as a symbol of the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity and triumph over the forces of darkness. Its story reminds us that challenges are not merely obstacles to be feared, but opportunities for growth, transformation, and the discovery of inner strength. As we honor the Hydra's legacy, let us embrace its lessons of courage and resilience, and carry them forward in our own journeys of self-discovery and personal growth.